Hey y'all, it's Crystal. I'm with my husband.
What up?
We're on our way to lunch. And I know we keep talking about marriages, but man, just before I started this video, without even thinking about it, I thought of 9 marriages that are in turmoil right now, that are close to me, people who I love. And so I just wanted to talk about protecting your marriage. We're going to go through. We're going to have problems. We're going to have issues come up. But the worst thing you could ever do is to talk to someone else bad about your spouse.
Ooh, come on.
If you're going to talk to someone about your spouse, it needs to be someone that you trust, who loves you both, not a family member. Like I have a spiritual mother, Jen Ox. I know I could go to her and tell her the issue, and she is going to speak to the issue and not either one of us.
Ooh, that's good.
Especially a family member of yours. You do not have to talk bad about your spouse to your family member for them to be on your side. They're on your side anyway. But once you say these things about your spouse, who you're going to be with forever, you are ruining the relationship between them and your family, which is going to put tension on your marriage forever. I mean, because your family is going to be there and your spouse is going to be there. Divorce is not an option. Problems come, but guess what? You work through them. Also, pray protection over your marriage. You got anything to say? Cause
That's good. Keep going. Keep flowing. Pray protection over your spouse. Yeah. Pray over your spouse. I did a video on that, but pray over your spouse. And that means lay hands and pray. We've started doing that every morning, and it changes things. Why? Because we battle not in flesh and blood, but in the wicked principalities in the heavens over us. That means stuff we don't see. This is supernatural fights that are going on over our souls, over our marriages. You know what the number one thing the enemy wants to do is? It's not to kill every priest. It's not to, keep people from going to heaven. The number one attack of the enemy, the number one goal is to break up the marriage. He wants to break up man and woman. He wants to come against the family. Why? Why is that? Why is that so important to him? Because the original intent of God was to build a family through man and woman, through marriage. That was God's intent before sin ever happened, before Eve ate the apple. The intent of God, the purpose of God putting us up here on earth was for Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply. That means have kids together, have a family together, and have dominion over the earth. And the enemy, therefore, what's he going to want to do? He's going to want to do what the opposite of what the Father wants to do, and that is to attack that family that's been established in whatever way he can do it. And here's the thing, this is how he does it. I see it over and over. I've seen it in my own life. I've battled these certain demons. He's going to come at you in the things of the world that you lust after. That's how he's going to attack the marriage. That's how he's going to try to drive y'all apart. Look, if you lust after girls, if you're a dude that lusts after women, he's going to come at you. He's going to throw women in your face. He's going to put images in your face. Women, if it's drugs or something that you lust after, guess what? The enemy knows how to put people in your life, and he uses people, unfortunately, to do that. And you just have to be grounded. You have to be grounded in Christ. And like Crystal said, there's not an option. There's not an easy way out. Once you've made the vow, you've made the vow. And that was a bunch of rambling. Sorry. Someone
that I admire the words that come out of their mouth, Shannon Kay. I heard her say one time, the only thing holding the family together is the marriage. And there's people like me who never really, had a dad. So to me, I never really understood how important the family was, because my family was like me and my mom and my brother until my mom got married later. But I see now with my daughter, my son, and Sam, how important the entire family is. I never knew. And so, like I said, protect your marriage, protect your spouse. No one should feel comfortable enough to come to you and say anything bad about your spouse. Woo. Not your mama, not your brother, not your best friend. Nobody. They should know that I can't talk to her about her
Come
spouse
on.
like that.
Come on.
Because you stand your ground. You protect your spouse. You protect your marriage. If a problem comes and you feel like you need to talk to somebody about it, you talk to your spouse or a spiritual person, like I said earlier, that is going to
God.
speak to the issue. Yes, because you and your spouse can get through these problems without you ever having to make your spouse look bad to someone. Because when you're talking about your spouse to somebody, you're not leaving your spouse. So this is put on that person's mind about your spouse. They're never going to forget what you said, even though your spouse ain't even like that. It was just an issue, one thing. But I just love marriage, and I love all my friends.
We love their marriage.
Yes, we love your marriages. We've been praying over your marriages and over our marriage. I don't know. Right now, it's something going on. So just protect your marriage. Pray for your marriage. Pray protection over your family. We love y'all. Bye.